Yeah. We recovered some drugs. Wendell died.
Oh, how did that happen?
He got shot by a lot of arrows, and he floated
Yeah,
off into the
that'll do
sea.
it.
He must have left his rabbit's paw at home that day.
Mm.
But we got the drugs back. I guess I'll go to turn in the drugs to complete the quest. To pay for, was it Prass? I guess, because Prasserm owed money. He's going to sell the drugs. Can we not give the drugs in lieu of payment if they're not equal or greater value? Or do we have to go be drug dealers to get the money back ourselves to pay for his debt?
I mean, if that happens, I certainly hope that there is no prostitution at all that we have to deal with at any point, or we're doomed.
And well, now we gotta make the choice. We're gonna go back to Prasserm and tell him we got the drugs and see if he's actually got a more reasonable way to sell them, or
Or you
maybe
could always go to the Thieves Guild.
that's where we are. We could see if
I'm sure
the Thieves
they've got
Guild
a-
buy it in bulk.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure they've got a drug dealing vent somewhere in here.
I'm not too familiar with the value of these drugs, though. That's not my expertise. Well, he did say he okay. So Prasserm sold half of the drugs already, I think, but the other half got stolen by the bandits that we killed and recovered. I don't remember if he actually had the money for the half that he sold or not. That's something I recall. If he actually had the money from the half he had sold, or if he had lost it. I suppose we could go back to Prasserm and see if he's got any better connections to sell the rest of these.
And speaking of money, although I hate to kind of be the dark note on this, did anybody happen to collect everything from Wendell?
I'm pretty sure I did. I've got a lot of money on my guy, and I'm assuming that came from a good chunk of that came from you.
Yeah, Wendell had like 220 platinum.
I have 280 now, so I'm assuming that's where a lot of that came from because I don't think I had that much before.
Yeah, that sounds
We
like
we
it
always
makes
remember
sense.
to loot our dead friends.
Yeah, I'm not letting that money go to waste. I'm pretty sure I looted it.
Good call.
The money
Because
will get used.
he was Mr. Moneybags.
Yeah, you had a lot of money on you. I think I'm gonna take a short rest first though, before I go to press room. I'm kind of at 2 HP and real fucked up. So I'm gonna go to bed. Son of a bitch. That was awful. Well, that's about as good as I guess I'm gonna feel. I guess I'll head over to press room with the drugs.
Appreciate it.
This is a story all about how I'll go knock on the door. I'll go peek. Is there a window on the side I can peek through? So they're like latched on the inside.
Not that you couldn't slip that. I mean, come on. Are you a thief or are you a thief?
I mean, I'm just gonna, might cough a little bit and just kind of open the door. Just lock pick it open real quick. Just gonna open it up. Where are you trying to go, Prancer? What? Why didn't you open when I knocked? You're standing right next to the door. There's no way you wouldn't have heard me. You don't forget, we're here to collect. We've held up our side of the bargain. I'll hold the bag of drugs. You need to get us that 20,000 gold. Now, how are you planning to turn this into the money that we can collect? I don't think you understand. We might not be directly with you, but we're gonna be with you until we get that money today. We'll be far enough away so that you can do your business, but we're not leaving until we get that money. If we give you the drugs and we don't get the money, well, I guess we would have reached an impasse and we'll be out 20,000 gold. You get, we won't interfere with that trade, and after the deal, you give us the 20,000 gold, we're on our way. And what if you don't come alone? You think you'll get off that scot-free if we go home empty-handed? We'll figure out something else to work. Because I'm not letting you out of my sight until we get that gold. We've already lost one of our comrades getting these back. We're not risking there's a chance he's getting away without us getting that money.
Oh, the ghost of Wendell wants to punch him right in his bulbulous nose.
You might be right, but that doesn't matter. The point is, we're collecting this before we leave you alone. And I don't think you've got much of a say in that, given that the odds are 4-1. And I guess we'll find another way to collect 20,000 from you. No, but we'll collect what we can from you. From all of you.
I mean, I'm sure there are people who are willing to, purchase other people.
I was thinking slavery. We can cut him up and sell his organs on the black market. Either way, this job's getting completed.
Exactly.
Whether or not you give us all 20,000 in gold or we have to take part of you to help pay it off, we're getting that money today. You do your deal, you give us the money, we're gone forever. But if we don't, I don't think any of us are going to be too happy about that. Now, we'll be out of sight. Just for the trade. But we'll be in the vicinity still. I showed the bag earlier. Yes, I've got all the drugs we recovered from the bandits. I'll hand it over to him. Well, how much you reckon you can get for what you've got there? How much else do you have saved up? I'm gonna do an inception to see if he's like an insight. See if it looks like he's telling the truth about how much money he actually has. He's being pretty honest about that's all he's got. Now, who is to say this person you meet up doesn't just smuggle you out? Is this a reliable contact that you're meeting? Where and when are you meeting them at?
So the smuggler that's going to be getting him out of the fucking area.
Are you planning to leave on a boat after you make the deal? Because it looks like you're getting ready to go on a trip. Look over at his bag that he's packing up.
Yeah, this is a Clippy moment. It looks like you're getting ready to plan an escape.
How about we make a different deal? You give me the 5,000 gold, we'll go do the deal with him on the docks instead, and you can go catch your boat. How about that? I look around. Do any of you guys have a way to get a spell slot back quickly? I could fix that, but I can't do it on such a short notice.
Not me.
Tapped out. Suppose we have no choice for now, then. I'll hand him the drugs. You hand me your current 5,000. I'll give you the bag of drugs to make the deal and get the other 8,000. And we'll figure out the 7,000 needed left after that. I'll check it out. Does it have the 5,000 in it?
Hmm.
It seems a little light, doesn't it? You got about five. You got about 500 in there. It's 500 that needs to go into my pocket to help pay for your debt. All right. Is it guessing like he can over 500 more? All right. So he's got the drugs. I've got 5,000 gold in his from his bag. I'll keep that separate from my gold for now. I'll just have it in my little document. All right. We'll see you at the dock in 2 hours. I'm not gonna leave. I'm just gonna like kind of hang around and watch him. I'm gonna like actually, you know what? No. We're just gonna. I'm gonna go sit in his fucking room. I'm gonna go find a spot and sit. I say I'm gonna see you in 2 hours. I'm just gonna sit in his room. If he says what I'm doing, I'm just gonna tell him don't mind me. I'm just waiting 2 hours in the most comfortable spot I can be. Why are you so nervous? This is an old friend you've got. Shouldn't this be a quick and easy deal? Hmm? Well, unless you try something, I'm not planning to try something myself. I'm relaxing. I'm not the one who took a big loan out and couldn't pay it back right away. If your deal goes as well as you say it should, there shouldn't be any issue at all. Yes, I always understand that. You're always paranoid that you might forget something, then it's too far away to go back and get it. But if you forget something, you can always buy a new one when you settle down. I didn't do anything. I'm just a collector. This money isn't even going to my pocket. It's going back into the people who initially pocket it came from. I'm the middleman. If anything, your own poor choices have brought you to this point. So, are you planning to come back here, or are you completely moving away? It's a lot of stuff you're packing into a bag. Just nod to it. I'll just stare right back at him.
Hmm. I'm standing to the side. Fluffy is gonna come up and stare at him too.
Of the diners that fucking terrorized his cart. Go and stare at him now.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you forget it.
Yes.
I was gonna say, is he talking to me or Nix when he asks that? Okay.
Yes, we do. Why? Scared? Well, it can. You shouldn't be allowed in the city. Maybe.
Oh, don't start this Goblin Lives Matter.
Because they don't.
Are you asking me out? Because the answer is no. Because I'm a goblin.
Pretty racist, if you ask me.
Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
it's because she's a girl.
Oh, you're gay. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to impose. Sounds good. I'll let him lead and I'll like tail him 50 feet behind him or so. 30, 50 feet, somewhere around there.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen the really big guy and the really little guy that seem to like to drink a lot.
I'm gonna wait like a couple of minutes and then I'll get in the line after like a few more people get in line. I'll hop in line. I'm guessing that's just the line to get onto the ship. Yeah, I'm getting on there. Fucking guy's not getting away with these drugs.
Mhm.
Do I see a ticket at all on the person in front of me? Like sticking out of a pocket maybe? What about the person in front of them? Does anybody have theirs in a pocket maybe, or are they all holding it in their hands? Do I see anywhere that they might be selling tickets for the rides nearby? Or is this like bought like weeks ahead of time? I'm gonna kind of jog over there real quick and inquire about a ticket to that ship over there that I was just in line for. Yes, so this is quite urgent. That would be fantastic. How many people are? Is there still like a little bit of a line going through? How much are we looking for? I'll just put the 200 gold right away on the desk. Here you go.
I want to go too. Here's 200 gold.
Just plopping down gold. You gotta pay for Fluffy too.
How
Or you
much
just let
how much for a dinosaur? So he's free? 200 gold on the table. He can find food. If you know what I mean. Just kidding.
He'll be quite well fed. Thank you so much, and I'll start kind of speed walking back to the line.
Come on, Fluffy, we're going on a boat.
Oh, I forgot. I just realized I've got arcane recovery. Can I have done that whenever I did a short rest before? I didn't realize I had that. It gives me, I think, one spell slot. Because it's once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. Yeah, so it'd only be like one spell slot, I think. Okay, I didn't realize I had that. I was like, oh, I forgot wizards have that. Yeah, thank you. One spell now. Yeah. I'm not used to playing wizard. All right. Just flash the ticket and then put it back down. All right. I'm just waiting in line until it goes up to the guy and I'll show him the ticket. Yeah, I didn't exactly plan this out the best. No, I got everything on me. Thank you. It's always easier that way. I'm just walking up. I'm not gonna pay any attention to this. Scared.
Ticket for one goblin and one dinosaur.
But Fluffy's not wild.
No, he's not wild.
That's true.
He's tamed. He's mine. He's mine. He's nice. That's why he's called Fluffy. That's not what they said when I bought my ticket. They said no. You will let me and Fluffy on, and then you will go talk to your person over there. He might break out. He doesn't like to be in a cage. Now hold on a minute. Where's the manager?
She's about to go full Karen mode on your ass.
Who's in charge? Get him.
I did not stutter, slave! Fetch me the captain! Bring me some wine while you're at it. I've had enough. I'm just gonna go looking for the guy. I'm not staying for this fucking nightmare.
No, Fluffy is he's like a protector. Like if some trouble happens on the ship, he'll be there to help. He's just good like that.
It's a therapy dino. You can't deny it. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, he's licensed therapy dinosaur. Yes, I do. Oh. Stick my hand in my bag, bring it out, and flip him off.
You keep the change, you filthy animal.
Can I go visit him while he's in the crate? Just for a minute. Okay, he will go. Okay, you're gonna continue on getting people on the ship. Okay, I'll move that way. Me and Fluffy will move on to the ship. What? God dang.
Did I find Prasserm? I'm just gonna send him a message. So who is your contact, huh? Or are you just trying to get away without paying us? I'm gonna walk up and just start looking to loot his bag. I'm not letting him finish that. I believe you have some of my goods in there, sir. Oh, is it? What do I want to do?
There's
I'm
always
gonna
that
do
belly
an
gym.
insight. Does this creature seem incredibly wise, or is he kind of dim-witted? He seems probably not very wise, if I had to guess. Adabra Kedavra! I want to cast that on them and be like, oh, whoops, I accidentally grabbed your bag and start walking away with this whole bag. Oh, whoops, I'm falling all over the place. DC 15. Get fucked. I hope you fucking laugh until you die, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Oh, well. Alright, you know what? Second thing. I'm gonna fucking flashbang his ear. I want to grab his bag and just run. Am I able to do that? Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, alright, not a bad roll, not a bad roll. He used his luck on that fucking wisdom throw. She should lose. He used all of his RNG on that. I'm just gonna start darting out the ship.
You don't even have a big enough crate.
While I'm running, how far of a run do I have to go to get off the ship while I'm being chased? Because if it's long enough, I'm gonna I'm gonna put some water on the ground in front of me. As soon as I pass it, I'm gonna freeze it. I want to see if he fucking slips and falls. Like, I'll put it a little bit in front of me because I'm like, all right, I got like 6 seconds roughly. Water in front of me, freeze it as soon as I get over it. Ah, shit. Alright. You can't tackle me if he dashes, though. Just put his... I guess I'll just have to keep dashing to keep distance, then. Guards, he's trying to rob me! I'm being robbed! Help!
Hey,
Actually, I'm not...
there's someone being robbed over there. They're trying to take my friend's bag.
Guards, help!
Look over there.
Honestly, I think I changed it. I was thinking about mimicking his voice. I'm gonna make it mimic his voice so it says, "Give me that shit, you dirtbag." And I'll be like, guards, help me, he's trying to rob me. And my illusion, give me that shit, my ship, give me that shit, you dirtbag. Maybe I'll put a mage, I'll cast mage, I'll just have it stick on his face like a fucking, like a face hugger or something like that from Alien. After the Midnight Illusion casts off, the next 6 seconds I'll cast mage hand, just fucking sit on his face and try to cover his eyes. Oh, I didn't mean to cast that. Oh, it's close to fucking... It's pretty close to the dock, isn't it? I'll jump over the side onto the dock. This is Assassin's Creed style at this point. We're just jumping it. I'm holding that button down. I ain't thinking if I can make it. I'm just jumping. If I don't make it, well, say la vie. I tried. I don't care. How high is it? How high is it? I'll gamble it. If I take full damage, I guess I'm unconscious. Oh, thank God. I'm just gonna dart for the nearest alleyway. Wally
You
does
little
that.
liar. I don't want to be on a
He
boat with
stole
you.
that bag
Let's
I was
go,
trying to steal from
Fluffy.
somebody else.
Let's go, Fluffy. We're out of here. Me and Fluffy run away.
Either way, I hope I can find a relatively near alleyway and then start darting through a bunch of alleys until I can lose people. Hoping there's enough chaos that it works. I can dash with cunning action. I'll dash, and then as soon as I run a corner, I'll try to like stealth behind something. Because I have cunning action. I can do both, right? I can dash as an action, then I could stealth as a cunning action, right? So I'll keep running through alleys until I find a good spot. I'm gonna try to stealth. And then once I see like the guards pass me briefly, I'll use Pressman's voice. I'll like say like the other direction. Oh, he went north. Or, like say I went to like the west. Oh, he went northeast. Go get him that way. I'll have him say it like, a little bit behind them. Oh, hell yeah, dude. And once they're gone, I'm just gonna make my way down into the Thieves Guild.
Me and Fluffy will meet him there.
All right, so what do we got in this bag here? I'm gonna start looting through that bag. What's the guy got in this bag? I'll take the bag of Phoenix. Is there an information broker I can go to ask about selling the bag of Phoenix in the guild? I'm gonna go to that and just ask him straight up. And I might as well take the jewelry too. If it doesn't appear magical in any way, we might as well sell it off too. I'll ask that after the bag of Phoenix. I'll just default selling out of it to the 5,050 bag of gold now. I'll just add it to that, to the bag of paying them back. So I'll just sell them the jewelry there. And so the bag of Phoenix. How much more time do you think it would take to get the 10?
How much for now?
So there's no. Is there any time limit on this extract payment job? Because I don't see a time limit on it. It's just retrieve the money. Fair. I suppose we'll probably have to sell it quickly for around that 5,000 mark. I don't think, unfortunately, we have the time to wait for the 10.
Mm.
Also depends on what they're paying for the reward for this. It might behoove you just to simply turn around and go, "We were unfortunately unable to retrieve anything. Bye."
And the reward is 2,000 gold, a +1 dagger, +1 short sword, and 1k XP for everybody. Remember, we took it specifically to get the +1 weaponry because the next one would likely have us killing people, or it would have us killing people, eliminating witnesses. So we took this to get some better weaponry for it.
Yeah.
So do I just get, what was it, 5,000 added to the thing? So we're at 10,050 gold in the bag of debt to pay it off, and you need 20k. We could just pool up what we got to try
Be
and
right
pay
back.
off the rest ourselves. We'll get a little bit back, but we'll essentially be taking still a hit on our profits money wise, but we'll get some weaponry out of it. Wouldn't be much different than just buying the weaponry at this point. Obviously, the experience out of character would be really nice.
Do we have enough?
We've got about half of what we need. We'd still need about 10,000 more gold. We'd have to add out of pocket.
Yeah, do we have?
How much is it? 10 gold per plat? I could. Yeah, I got about half that. What does Samuel have on him?
I have 5 platinum too.
Pretty much tap us out, though. I wonder if we'd be able to negotiate a deal. Is the weaponry worth this? That's the question.
I don't know.
How much is like a +1 dagger and +1 short sword roughly worth? Like if I were to just go try and buy one from a shop, what would it cost me to get each? So if we were to spend
It
this,
would
we would spend
be
10,000 gold, get about 6,000 back in rewards, and then get 1,000 XP, which is question mark in terms of value. Until it levels up, it has no value at all. Until a level up is reached. So be effectively paying, 1,000 gold, 1,300 gold just for 1,000 XP.
yeah.
Because the weaponry won't really do me any good. We initially got it for Wendell. I don't know how what other people use for weaponry if they're using a short sword or dagger at all.
I usually use a battle axe.
Samuel, I think, uses an axe too, doesn't he? I don't know what he uses. Yeah, so that those would almost likely try to be sold off. This is a predicament. The only other option is we could get 5,000 gold if we can complete our next task. Use that to just help pay off this one. That would get us 5,000 gold we could put into the pot, and then it'd be much cheaper to spend the money on it. I'm beginning to think that might be best.
What is the next task?
We have to eliminate witnesses. There's 2 witnesses that are going to convict one of the members of the Underhand. You must eliminate those 2 witnesses before they go to trial to testify. But we'll get 5,000 gold as a reward if we complete it.
Okay.
So if we don't even have somebody to properly utilize those weapons, then completing this task ahead of time won't even be beneficial. Which that also leads we could look for that collection of magic items that's been up here for a couple weeks. We could look for some magic items in the city to see if we could get some more power that way. However, the eliminated witnesses is obviously a more timely venture. Is this still like a month out for the witness thing or the thing? I don't remember how far you said it was. I feel like I had asked it, but I don't know how far away it was. Which one is it? That's gonna make a big difference. Okay, because if it was a week, I'm fucked because I need a long rest before I do anything else. Like if you said a week, all right, fuck it, we can't take the job. I can't do anything. That might be our best bet. We'll hold on to the 10,000 gold. If this job is still active after we complete the next job, which might honestly be 2 full weeks, we'll see if we can turn it in then. And if it's not, we'll just keep the gold as our own reward for that.
Okay.
And that's probably what I would say is best. We'll try to do the eliminate witnesses next. And in that, I'm going to take a long rest.
Most certainly. Well, I feel like curiosity is going to get the best of me, and I will go over and have a seat looking over at the group. Good evening.
Good evening.
And you see sitting before you a tiefling. I couldn't help but notice that your diminutive friend is not currently with you. Is everything all right?
You could say he's not currently with anybody anymore.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the dangers of the trade and all that.
As is always a risk in this line of work.
Well, as it turns out, I happen to be in a particularly inverse position. I am no longer with a party.
That's quite a conundrum you have there.
Indeed. I was noticing the antics that you all were displaying over at the docks earlier today.
Unfortunately, I try to stay a little bit more under the radar, but sometimes things don't always go to plan.
In this line of work, they seldom go as planned. But I am curious, what on earth was all of those antics about?
Well,
let's just say we were.
They wouldn't let Fluffy get on the boat because he had to be in a crate. So that's what that was about.
That is absolutely ridiculous. He's obviously a therapy dinosaur.
I actually need to look into getting him licensed.
bureaucracy.
Mm-hmm.
A few slipped coins to a few different city officials, and you would have such papers. It doesn't matter what the
Yeah.
animal is.
In terms of work, let's just say we were collecting a debt, and the one with the debt was trying to escape the town without paying, so we had to collect what he had before he left.
Oh, the cheating bastard.
Unfortunately, we're also coming up short on that, so we're kind of
Hmm.
stuck with that one for now. I figured we'll probably have to switch our strategy up and go complete another couple jobs first.
Hmm. Well, is that something that you perhaps could use an assistant with?
Extra help would almost certainly be appreciated given our circumstances.
Oh, my fees are reasonable. They're usually just a simple split for the party, although I do request a priority for any magical items.
That doesn't bother me. I tend not to not be well versed in weaponry anyway. I won't give you all the magical items, but I figure a split is reasonable.
Excellent. Well, if you would be willing to have my company, my name is Kildos Calamari.
Hiro Yuki. Now tell me, Kildos, what do you specialize in?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that, mostly along the magical variety.
Ah,
Uh,
fellow caster, I see.
hmm. But, well, should you need someone's feathers smoothed, that sort of thing, I have been known to have somewhat of a silver tongue.
That skill would be much more appreciated than you realize with our current party. I tend to just incite upsetness whenever I talk to people. They don't trust me, and they probably shouldn't, but I can't get that trust either way.
Oh, nobody should really trust anybody, to be honest. And yet, there are certain ones of us that, for whatever reason, the gods have granted a certain way of dealing with things that don't require a sword.
I'm good at that. However, I don't tend to use my tongue still to accomplish those tasks. I still have to use my hands and feet for it,
Oh, well,
as I'm
that
sure you
is,
witnessed earlier.
yes.
Not my
Uh,
finest work, however, that is how it goes.
well, you
Kind
were
of see people a little
down a
dejected at
man.
that.
Kildos immediately is like, well, you were down a man. You didn't really have a very solid plan. And honestly, you were working with a very untrustworthy individual.
And I look at Samuel. I think this guy over here is still in shock over what happened recently. He hasn't talked all day. Just stare at his
Kildos,
beard food.
Kildos waves a hand. No, no, I'm pretty sure he's soused.
Irregardless.
I would poke him in the shoulder to verify, but I'm afraid that I wouldn't be able to pick him back up if he fell over.
That's why it's probably best to let him be until he comes to his own acceptance of what happened recently.
Fair enough. I'm sure he and the little one were fast friends. They seem to have a shared pleasure in drinking, at least.
They had a lot of similar interests, you could say. They both
Mostly the
enjoyed
liquid
a lot of the
variety.
things in life.
Well, what is it that I might be able to assist you with right now?
Well, I'll kind of mention the two jobs. The first one is a debt collection job, as I mentioned before. Unfortunately, the goblin before had used the money, the loan, to buy some phoenix and was unable to make back the investment that he expected to. We've only got about half the money that's due. We're still shy 10,000 gold.
Uh, the idiot probably paid street prices for it and didn't realize until afterwards, and then attempted to resell it at an inflated profit and suddenly found himself to be, well, short quite a bit of money.
It's very possible.
Uh, have you checked with the rest of the gang that had taken the goods from this
As
goblin?
as far as I'm concerned, that group is finished, but I don't. That group is gone. But I don't know who they would have sold it to. Who the next person down the chain would be. And given how that fight went, if there's a more powerful group, that might not be in our best interest to pursue.
Possibly.
The other job was eliminating 2 witnesses that observed a member of the Underhand committing crimes. We need to eliminate those 2 witnesses before the trial that comes up in a week, and they testify against him.
Ah. Well,
We had
simple,
figured
straightforward murder mayhem tends to be relatively pain-free, at least on one side.
if we were to accomplish this task, we could use the rewards in that to help pay off the payment for the other one, and then reap those rewards as well.
Ah, I see.
So we might not get quite so much gold, but we would get some magical weapons in the face of a +1 dagger and a +1 short sword for completing the debt payment.
Hmm.
There might not be too much gold, however, if those weapons might interest you. As far as I'm aware, nobody else in the group would utilize those overly effectively. I'm sure you could offer those to you as a reward for helping us out.
Ah. I would be happy to oblige, but my first curiosity would be to find out about this group who took to the drugs to begin with, to find out if there's any of them remaining. If there are, if they did sell any of the drugs, may very well have the money that it is that you're searching for.
We can investigate, however, getting into an altercation with them would be questionable at best, as that would leave us in a very battered state to complete our next task before the time limit's up on that. It would have
Ah,
to
I
be more
see.
discreet. I don't believe we could take on 2 if not 3 grand battles before in the next week. Whereas if we have to eliminate witnesses, one of them's already in protective custody. That could likely lead to a hefty battle to prevent them from testifying. If we were to
This
get into a
makes
fight
sense.
with the bandits, we would already be in a weakened state before we kill one, let alone both of those targets.
Well, in that case, I would say that it makes sense for us to simply go after the 2 witnesses, the one that's not in protective custody first, obviously.
That's my thoughts exactly. And then after that task is completed, we could do a little bit of investigative work on the next chain in the link for the drug smuggling and selling.
Yes,
But
I mean, worst case scenario, the gang is going to take the money and make more money with it. So,
the other worst case scenario is if that job goes belly up, we'll just divide the 10,000 gold we have saved up for it between us and call it good.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Win-win for me.
Hmm.
Precisely. So if that's not completed, we still have the 10,000 gold in pocket.
Well, at first you had my curiosity, now you have my attention.
So I figured we should go for those targets first.
Indeed.
And we don't know where either of them are necessarily. I'm not sure how easy it'll be to find the protective custody one, but I imagine that somebody's had to have eyes on them.
We should definitely have access to that sort of information.
I suppose the first thing we'll do is try and get tabs on both, but if we're gonna go for the one not in custody, we'll need to look for Decath Krathana. That'd be our first target to eliminate.
Okay. So, yeah, Keldos's first thought is to ask around here at the Thieves Guild as to who might know where this individual would live.
Makes sense to me.
Starting with the information broker that we have.
Give a little non-agreement to that. Well, I'll head on over there and ask the broker if they have any information on one Decath Krathana. They know anything about where she might live or what she does for a living as a job.
And Keldos will go over with him and just kind of lean on the table, look at the individual, give them a wink and a smile, and say, "Please and thank you." Oh, if she lives nearby, then perhaps we get her outside of the flower shop and inside her home.
We find where she's sleeping, we can just infiltrate at night and do the deed quickly.
Exactly.
I will start by I'll go to the flower shop. I'll ask her, I'll figure out who she is, and then I'll tail her home one night. Once I find out and figure out where she lives. So yeah, I'll head over to the flower shop. Looking around, seeing if I can find anybody talking to a Decath Krathana. Did they say exactly which flower shop or just a flower shop in that area? Okay, so I'll go to that one. Okay. I'll look at all my minor illusions. Oh god.
The world just turned red with blood.
I'll just buy like a few flowers to seem inconspicuous. I'll buy like a gold's worth of flowers to seem inconspicuous.
That may be a bit conspicuous.
No, 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 no. Nah.
Maybe
If
a
I just
silver of flowers.
how I guess it's fair. How much is a gold of flowers worth? I feel like is that like a fucking big ass bouquet or? Okay, I'll give a silver then. I'll dumb it down to a silver to make it more reasonable then.
I was
You
going
have
to
so
say
much
if it,
gold in play, you feel like you might as well throw the gold at it.
I was going to say it depends on what time of year it is. If they have anything similar to Valentine's Day,
Yeah, it
paying
would be normal.
$100 gives you a cheap rose. I mean,
Yeah, I'll spend a
and
silver
it's
then.
wilted.
Yeah, I'll spend a silver to get a little bit of few flowers, and then I'll just find somewhere I can hang out outside the shop that I can see when people leave, so I can watch for when the cat leaves.
Now, I'll be shadowing the shadow, by the way.
I was Fluffy the stealthiest of all.
Because it's fluffy.
Yeah.
It's a big dinosaur.
He's not
It's an
that
adorable dinosaur.
How does the adorable dinosaur not get seen?
It's a bashful, adorable dinosaur.
Oh, I see.
big.
She's
It's
shy. It'd be rude to stare.
never want to be seen.
Fluffy's used to hiding in the shadows.
It's like that one. Like one video I've seen. There's a rogue, and it's like an orc or something like that, and he's an intimidation rogue, so he just screams at people that you don't see me. Like, I'm a tree, you don't see me. They're so intimidated, they just don't see it. They don't recognize him. They keep walking. It's like that. You don't see me. Oh, there's nothing here. Let's go, guys. It's funny. All right. I assume we're pretty good on being relatively sneaky beaky.
Exceptionally.
We kind of regroup with the other
lives in a
guys.
small apartment building. Okie dokie. That means there could be witnesses to removing the witnesses.
That's only if it's outside of her apartment.
Yeah, kick it in.
Did I see exactly what room she lives in? Was I able to get that information?
Excellent.
I thought we'd just come back here in the middle of the night, catch her when she's sleeping.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep.
She's sleeping. It should be a relatively quick and easy elimination.
I should be able to help with minimizing witnesses.
That'd be appreciated. If we have to escalate it further than what it is now, things could get messy fast.
I don't think there'll be a need to do so.
I hope not. So I'll kind of wait it out until it's like, I don't know, 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah, we can all just kind of wait it out, go get something to eat at one of the local street vendors. That kind of thing. Just kind of chill.
Yeah. Can't wait for it to be time.
And then as we head up towards her apartment, I'm going to be dropping darkness So that basically it will affect the floor that she's on for pretty much anybody trying to come out into the hallway or the stairwell area, that kind of thing. But it shouldn't go so far as to like go into her bedroom or anything like that.
I suppose I'll just go up to her room and try to quietly lockpick it open. No reason to overcomplicate it. Do it quietly. I'll try to lockpick the door open. I'll slowly peek my head in and look around. I'll slowly creep on in.
And as they head in, I'll drop the darkness on the outside area and follow with them. At this point, I find her dog Squeaky Toy. And then Fluffy finds it.
And then Fluffy's
Starts
excited and
playing with
squeaks
Chewing
it.
on it.
Keep walking, looking for a bedroom. Is it locked or is it chilling? Hey, I don't know. Some people do. In my line of work, you see a lot of things.
Right?
I'm gonna try to quietly open the door. What do I see inside? I want to peek my head in and look. Shit. I do not have dark vision.
I have dark vision. Can I look?
Oh, I do have dark vision. I have 60 feet. Ah, it's gonna be more annoying than I thought.
Hmm.
I'll kind of do a whisper message to everybody. She's with her husband and child. Any suggestions?
Well, no. She's with her husband and the child's in a separate room, right?
No,
I
they're in
thought
the same room.
they're in
The
the same
kid-
room, different
The
beds.
kid's in
The
a
husband and the
separate
wife are in a
bed.
bed. The child's in the same room in a different bed.
Well, I would suggest we organize our attack. I think I can effectively blind the husband if one of you grabs the child, hood over the head or blanket over the head kind of thing, wrap them up, carry them out into the middle of the room, and keep them from moving while the third person does the deed.
Well, I can get the kid then.
Okay.
I don't know if I could. What do you want to do to the husband?
He's gonna
I'm going to effectively blind him by casting light right on his nose.
Hmm.
Literally, he'll open his eyes to a beaming ball of light right in his fucking face. He won't be able to see a damn thing.
How long will that last?
Well, 1 hour,
Oh, I guess
or until I tell it to go away.
Fair point.
And that will literally be only if he wakes up.
Who's
I'll
the most
basically
proficient in a weapon?
I believe that would be you.
I have no weapon proficient. I don't know. I'm not proficient with weapons. Don't put this on me.
Do you have any effective way of killing?
No.
No.
I not particularly quickly and quietly. I mean, I gotta shoot fucking magic missiles at her while she's sleeping.
I mean, how many can you muster at one shot?
I can only do the 3. It's only level 1.
You can't waste a level 2 spell slot.
I don't have level 2 spell slots. I have level 1 spell slots. I can waste at level 1 and that's it.
Ugh.
Is there a window nearby their beds? How big of a window is it? We could fit the husband and the child through it. Right? It's big enough to fit them through it, right? So what we could do is we could throw the husband and the child out the window. I'll cast feather. Oh, what floor are we on? I could cast Featherfall on them. They would wake up though, guaranteed.
They could go get help.
They could, but that means we'd have to kill her and get out of there fast. But that does mean they wouldn't be here for he's gonna run up there immediately because he's gonna know something's up. He doesn't have time to get a guard. But that also would require us to pick him up and get him out the window before he wakes up and reacts, which is a gamble. So I don't think it's as safe as the other idea with putting a light in his nose.
Yeah.
Can you deal with the husband?
Define deal with.
Blind him or immobilize him in such a way that he will not interfere if he should wake up.
Not reliably, no. The hideous laughter is dependent on him rolling a save. That would leave him pretty unable to do much if he's laughing, but that's if he doesn't succeed on the save.
Okay. This is going to sound crazy, but Kildos is going to try to almost one-man this. He's going to create a slip knot so that basically the more you struggle, the tighter it gets.
I mean, that would work well.
And he is going to tie off the other end of it to one of the bedposts. And when everything is actually prepared and Nyx is ready to grab the child if necessary, he is going to slip the noose over her head and literally grab the back of her head and yank as hard as he can straight towards himself.
Just like try to break her neck with it.
Hopefully crushing the windpipe is what he's going for. But if it doesn't, it just locks the knot in place and she's going to asphyxiate. And she's not going to be able to cry out for help.
I mean, I could try to hold the husband down, but that's not something I can even remotely guarantee.
Well, Fluffy's here too.
Like, if I have Fluffy, I can cast laughter on him. That'll probably wake up everybody else immediately, though, versus maybe after a little bit.
Yeah, because once I do this, my hands are going to be busy because I'm going to utilize acrobatics or dexterity, whichever, to maneuver so that she cannot try to escape. So basically, in other words, instead of like trying to use raw strength to hold her down, it's more maneuvering your hands around her hands to make it so that what she's trying to do is ineffective. If that makes sense. But that leaves the husband. So if he wakes up, I guess I will also have to try to cast light in the midst of all that.
So I can cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter if he wakes up, and then just try to like sit on top of him.
That might help.
Like, I'll stand like right next to you while you do that, and if like I'll stand at the end of the bed, like on the bed frame more or less, and if I see his eyes dart up or he moves, I just jump on him and cast it immediately, and then try to pin him down after I cast it.
I'd say we give that a shot, and then if we have to do something like this again, we make sure that we invest in poison.
Yeah, it would have been easier, honestly.
Poison, yes, very, very simple. Rub it on their lips, walk away. I don't understand.
All right, well, this is more creative at least.
I'm
gonna go use the bathroom really quick. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Kildos is like, this is the most amateur group of professionals I have ever dealt with in my entire life. He's having flashbacks going, I thought that the little guy was just pretending to be like that. Like that was his cover. Like, oh crap. So yeah, if you need me to roll anything for my my plan that I've got, let me know. Otherwise, that's literally what I'm doing. Would I have advantage for taking my time with getting this set up ahead of time? Or I can just basically re-roll if it doesn't look like it's going to be sufficient. Basically, I'm not in a hurry on making it. Gotcha. All right.
All right, I'm back. Who you calling amateur?
You guys.
Well, now you're a part of us, you amateur.
Right? I think an 11 should be sufficient to be able to at least get the knot set up correctly. looks like it's going to work.
And I'll get into position at the end of the bed. Get on the husband. With the spell ready to cast, if it looks like he's reacting at all for hideous laughter.
So yeah, slip it over the head, grab the mouth, grab the back of the head, yank. I'm doing that to the wife. She's the witness, as I understood.
Kath is the wife, right? Yeah.
Nyx is going to grab the child if he wakes up, and Hero is going to ride the husband for all he's worth or something. I'm not sure, but that's if he wakes up as well.
I'm gonna ride him while he has the time of his life.
I mean, he may.
I mean, if laughter means you're having a good time, he's gonna have the best time when he wakes up.
I'm hearing Queen right now. Don't Stop Me Now in the back of my head.
I mean, if that music was out by the time this was happening, that might be the fucking theme song. It's a bunch of Queen songs.
That would actually be the perfect theme song to what is about to happen with this nightmare.
Yes. Yes, it would be.
I could absolutely see this as like a scene from American Psycho. The Queen music starts just as he like tightens the rope around the chick's neck.
Just slowly ramps up the volume.
Right?
Don't stop me now.
Cause I'm having a good time. Having a good time.
Just blaring.
Dice, behave.
That's her foot, you Nimrod. The neck.
No, I think I just created a bit. I think I got it right around her mouth.
I'll cast. I'm assuming the end of the husband's about to wake up, so I'm gonna cast my hideous laughter on him.
Well, if I can before she shouts out,
I'll wait for as soon as she makes a loud noise. Like I'm like holding it, like citing the words, getting ready to.
Thinking quickly on his toes, Kildos is going to lean in and whisper to her, "Just go with it, sweetheart." See if hopefully he sounds vaguely like her husband in her stupor enough that she's like, "Oh wait, he's trying something kinky."
Oh. She's not that adventurous in the bedroom. It didn't work.
Well, shit. Pillow face. Hello.
Abracadabra. 15. And I'm gonna jump on him too. I'll start laughing too.
I will look over quickly at Nyx. Kid.
I'm gonna cover the kid's head with a blanket or something and take them out of the room.
Just have Fluffy eat the kid, it's fine.
It's like a midnight snack for Fluffy.
He's probably pissed about what happened at the boat still anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we find out that we finally make Fluffy able to talk. He actually has like a British accent. And he's like, I can't believe I was treated as a second class citizen.
Oh God, take the voice away. Oh God, he's British. I've got two guys at work that just fucking hate British accents so much. It's hilarious. They like refuse to watch anything with any like British accent in it at all. They hate any British actor. It's like it's so funny. I like to fuck with them about it. Like, oh God, put him back. Can't do this. I can't be teammates anymore with him. Get him out of here. I leave the party. So how'd your character die? Oh, I didn't die. He just hated British people, and the fucking dinosaur was British. What?
Love it.
Weird ways for a party to split up
Right?
that doesn't result in death. The dinosaur was British.
He's British phobic. Wait, is that a thing?
It is now.
Canon. What can you do?
Alrighty. Where are we at in this shindig?
Yeah, pillow face, knees to the shoulders.
Just going the
And
old-fashioned way now.
Using my killer diminutive 8 strength to just hold her down. A wild woman in the bedroom. My
Oh,
goodness.
Jesus. Jesus. Oh, somehow a 4 works. Your dice might be bad, but hers works.
It's like I can tell that this woman has got the strength of freaking Hercules, but her hands are firmly pressed onto the bedboard. And she's actually pushing herself down deeper into the pillow. It's like everything that she's doing is just helping to cause her own demise.
Yes. I was laughing and he stopped laughing. I guess I'll stop laughing.
He's going for a gun.
He's gonna shoot us. All right, let's see. I want to do something. What am I gonna do though?
Do I notice all of this nonsense going on?
We're in bed together. By God means I hope you see what's going on.
Since I basically got this with a safety pillow between us, but basically teabagging this poor lady, can I just Eldritch Blast this fucker? I mean, his screams will be noisy, but I think his laughter would have been loud enough.
Yeah, his laughter might have done it anyway, unless because you laugh pretty fucking maniacally, hit it, don't you? It's a pretty big laughter. I'm gonna try and stab him with my dagger. Like I'm gonna try and stab his hand going for the thing.
Holy crap. That's a lot of damage.
can
I can't
Right,
use
his-
weaponry. I try to stab it. I fucking give it to him instead.
Here
Oh, what am I doing?
stabs the table.
I try to stab it. I just sit on the table. I try to stab it. I fucking fall like onto him, so now I'm like laying prone on him. Now it's time for the smolder.
The guy's foot.
I think Fluffy was gonna help me with the guy.
Oh, the poor guy just took 18 hit points worth of damage in one turn. I think he's dead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over and lock the door from the inside real quick. The front door. I'm just like, after I see the guy's dead, I want to run over and lock the door real quick.
Don't worry about that. There is a darkness spell.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
right
darkness
now.
down, don't you?
Anybody
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna lock the door either way.
They're going to be completely disoriented.
I'm not leaving. I'm locking from the inside. That's all. Cause I don't know if we had anybody close the door on the way in. I'm making sure I'm gonna close the door quietly and lock it up real quick.
Okay.
As soon as the husband is dead.
Oh, he was dead when
as soon as basically the bite hits, I'm gonna like run, fucking close the door quietly, lock it real quick, and then as soon as the wife is dead, I'll be like, all right, I think we gotta get out of here. Through the window. As soon as the wife has died.
Yeah, as soon as she's dead, we need to get the hell out of here. And honestly, I think the inverse idea of casting Featherfall on us and having us jump out of the second story window might be the best idea.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll cast it on us. We can jump out. I guess I can cast it over. I guess once we're falling, I cast it.
And then once we are beyond the 60-foot range, the darkness spell will drop.
And we'll just dart into some alleys.
Nixie.
Oh my god.
Fluffy was like, do something.
She still has the fucking leg in her mouth. God damn it. Put it back.
Fluffy's dragging the husband corpse.
Goes out the window. Fluffy's slowly falling down. The body's just dangling from her mouth. Damn it, Fluffy. Put it down. His foot.
It's like, drop.
Nix, put it drop.
Nix. Drop it.
Control
drop it now.
Fluffy, drop it now. Okay, let's go.
I use Mage Hand real quick to fucking throw it against the building. Like as we're going, you see it. I made sure to pick it up and throw it against the building. Just blood splatters out of it.
Fluffy's gonna. Hey,
oh, it's the whole leg. And
Fluffy would think you're playing fetch or something.
Okay, I can't pick it up anyway. Fine, I'll just fucking douse it in water or something to clear fucking, I don't know, anything. I'll just douse it in water. Fuck it. Yeah, not quite as much blood. It probably should have done that, but that's fine. I'll do that. Either way, we'll leave.
Yeah, we'll get the fuck out of Dodge.
Hopefully they don't have very good forensics scientists to investigate what happened here. Dinosaur teeth marks. There's only one person in town that's dealing with a dinosaur.
But we have no idea who she is. She just keeps coming and going at will.
Alright, so do we get out of there to
I'm about to get Fluffy licensed, then they won't suspect him.
get like a therapy dog
Therapy
harness
dinosaur.
on her or on him.
It's a
Yes.
therapy dino.
All right, do we make it back to the Thieves
Then they
Guild?
won't
We'll
know.
get a little vest that says "Don't touch me. I'm working."
Yeah.
It'll be adorable.
I assume we'll take a short rest. Now it's like what, like 4 a.m. or something like that. Use Arcane Recovery to recover 1 spell slot.
So,
So poisoned for the next one, right?
yes, although that will probably be a more direct approach since, they're guarded.
Now that might not be so true.
Hmm.
If they're guarded, they might not honestly suspect somebody to infiltrate and poison it as much even. If they don't
Very
suspect
true.
anything, then something like that happening is even less expected.
Very true, especially if you have some way of masking yourself. Uh,
That's quite easy to do, honestly.
well, then the next thing would be the acquiring of a very strong, potent, but odorless and tasteless poison, which I am sure that the Thieves Guild will have aplenty.
If not, then I think we've joined the wrong Thieves Guild.
Indeed. I believe the only thing that you would have to do is speak to our purveyor of fine goods.
I'll go and do that and ask for a powerful, odorless and tasteless poison for sale.
Preferably fast acting.
Yes, the very strong, fast-acting one at that.
Anti Tums. They're like, well, sorry, we don't have any of that. We do have this one fast acting potion. It turns you into the main character of the Futari magazine. Not sure if that'll help. But
I'll
we'll
probably
still
have
take
to
it.
hop off now. I gotta go take care of the dogs.
Oh, you got a lot of fireworks going on there?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I don't have any fireworks.
Bummer.
Really, that's so weird. Usually there's fireworks. Like, I know 4th of July, there's a ton that whole month.
Well, have yourself a wonderful evening.
Yeah, I assume this
Take
is a
Yep.
the
decent place to
puppers
stop,
for
too.
us. Yeah.
Okay. Have a good night, Elena.
Good night.
Happy New Year.
Do we know anything about Nooner Boulder Fury? Is this like a strong person, another civilian? What kind of work do they do? Uh, um,
Assume somebody with a solid constitution.
yeah, we'll go with a moderately powerful. We're not gonna go with a light. We'll go with a moderately, not the heaviest, but not far from it. So let's go like a medium poison.
I would say go with something that constitution saving throw is either done at disadvantage or not at
Yeah,
all.
something decently
Something rather
powerful.
potent. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with something like that. Got quite a kick to it. How much would that one cost? What about the next level of power? The next potency. Yes.
I mean, definitely get the kind that you can just do the stabby stab just in case.
It's true. We can see how much it would cost for a stab wound one to poison and kill quickly. We'll see how much it costs for ingest one of that power, then equal power for a stab wound one. For bloodstream. How much does that run for? What about for stab wounds? Or cuts or something blade delivered? We need more potency than that. We want something a little bit more lethal. Sounds good. How much does that run? That's a little bit more than I was looking to spend on it. Keep that one on note. That one might suffice. But what do we got below that still? I have a I have a question. Now this is more of a game mechanics one. If two weapons coded in the stab a person, is that two saving throws they have to make? I'll turn over to Kildos. What do you say we get a couple of these and we both cut our weaponry in this? I figure one of those has to succeed. There's a moderate
That
chance of
should
that.
be fairly effective.
You know what? I'll buy three just in case. I'll buy three of that the serpent's venom. Oh dear God, can't afford that. I'll hand over 600 gold. Come on, trying to get safe. I'll hand one of them over to Kildos. And I'll store the other two in my inventory for now. It's ineffective. Sounds good. I haven't used a sword in a year and a half, but I applied poison last time too, and I'm sure it's still fine.
I mean,
Thank you.
if you don't lick your blade, are you really truly an assassin? I mean, come on.
Hey, man. That sounds like a backup character to me.
It
I'll
sounds
make a
like a
psychopathic
replacement
assassin. Yeah, don't kill Hiroyuki. You don't want to see the backup character for this campaign. I'm just warning you.
character.
It's gonna be a straight up bloodthirsty assassin who has no fucking regard for human life and well-being.
Nice.
You know, imagine the most bland character who wants to kill people. So Altair from Assassin's Creed 1. I gotta kill them, and I don't have a single characterization in my body, but I must kill because I'm told to kill. All that matters is the killing part.
Nice.
Don't kill off hero, you know it's gonna come.
All right, guys. I'm gonna
All right.
hop off. Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Have a good New Year. See you guys. Hopefully next week we get to game.
Yeah, happy
Guess
New
hopefully
Year.
with New Year's we get into the swing of things again. Yeah, you
You
guys
bet.
have a good New Year's. Peace.